It's an absolutely gorgeous Saturday here at the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. It's so gorgeous that Christy and I could have sweat pouring down us in moments because outside is stunning and beautiful and macaws and monkeys having fun, and it's toasty warm, which is we very much appreciate. So I want to welcome you. I'm Kim Stanwood, Terranova. I get to see you every Saturday on this Facebook Live. And today I have Chrissy from Santa Barbara joining us. And I am so grateful for your, yes, I'm so grateful for her. Yes. The beauty is, I have to give you a little, what do I call that? Is it a preamble when it's in the front?
Yes.
I'm going to give you a little pre. I'm going to give her a pre. Is that the wonderful part is I spoke to her husband last week. He was here and I didn't know till just this moment. Then I got to be with Chrissy all week. And then I just realized that her husband was here last week and I picked wonderful Chrissy to be with us today. So there's this beautiful synchronicity. The other reason I would love you to share with you why she's here today is Chrissy's staying 2 weeks. So this is her right in between points. So we're going to hear all about it. Please say hello.
Hi. I'm very happy to be here.
You got a big intro, but I had so much more to say. I don't want to keep talking about you. I want you to share.
Okay.
So you've been here before. One other time or two other times?
Two other times.
So this is your third time to Rythmia. Your husband came last week. One of the times you came with your 25-year-old daughter. Beautiful. Can you write to this last week and the one coming up? What was your intention this time in coming to Rythmia? What do you know from last times, and what was your intention to say yes to come back?
I knew when I left last time that I would come back. I knew that I had begun a path that was not over. And I know my path will never be over in healing, but when I left, I knew that I had done so much work, but it was to be continued. And so I feel so at home here, like it's family. And so I knew in coming back, I wanted to continue the work that I'd started.
Which I love that you're listening to that deep call within, like there's more to do. And I just applaud you for saying, what made you decide, okay, I'm staying 2 weeks this time?
When I left both other times, I wasn't ready to go. And I just knew I need 2 consecutive weeks. How deep I want to go. I needed that. And so I planned it this way this time. And I came with my girlfriend this first week, and now I just said goodbye to her, and she is on her way home, and I have another week. So, wow. Yeah. So tell us how you feel knowing you have another week ahead of you, and did you receive your miracles this last week? Share with us. I had the best week. Really, I finally went through the Trinity. I did all 3 of the healings Show Me Who I've Become, Merge Me with My Soul, and Heal My Heart. And it happened for me Wednesday night, Women's Night. And I love Wednesday night, love Wednesday night. And so that was amazing. And I had a couple rough nights too. And I know that that's a part of this. And so this week, I'm really looking forward to going to that next step, maybe looking into the intentions, the next 9, or even showing me who I'm meant to be, who I'm meant to become, working on forgiveness. And so. You're so courageous. Coming 1 week is a gift to the soul. I feel like that's just such a gift we give ourselves, an act of self-love, to say, I'm coming to Rythmia for a week to do this deep dive of everything you're discovering. To take on 2 weeks is wonderfully courageous, because it's going to be just what you said, that, now I'm going to even go deeper, which is wonderful. Yeah. I may have to have you back next week, sitting right here to keep telling us what else, layer. What else occurred. Yes. So tell us about what other miracles popped up for you this week. What else do you know about this past week? Gosh, I've been doing a lot of work on ancestral healing. And so miracles for me are releasing some pain that I know is in my lineage, being able to release that out of my body, to purge in my own way. I had a rebirth. I was reborn, and I did not see that one coming. That was also Wednesday night. And so that was a big miracle, and a lot of synchronicities of just how my life has been. I think we spoke a little bit about this, but just feeling in the past like I'm a victim to my trauma and my childhood, and why couldn't have I had it a different way, and why weren't things different? And maybe I've made mistakes along the way of how I've chosen to do things, and it just came together that it was all meant to be to get me to where I am right now, and just to be thankful for that, and and know that, I came in to have these lessons and to learn what I'm learning, and that it is meant to be, and that my family and my friends and my loved ones were meant to be here to teach me these lessons and to walk the path with me. So
That's so
yeah. So
when we
that's
can
the
see
gift.
our family anew and let go of what happened to me, why did this occur? Then everything comes flooding in of, oh, this happened, and then I became who you are now, all those pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah.
What do you think? Thank you for sharing that, and thank you for watching yourself, because when we could each see ourselves of, oh, I just popped into victim there, what is my opportunity to heal that?
Right.
What do you think will be different in your relationships now with your family, just with this depth of healing of, oh, I know more now. Doesn't mean anything may change with them. We don't know that, right? We can't control that. But what is your relationship going to feel like with them?
I feel like more gratitude's going to come in just appreciation and wanting to be in the present moment with them, and really wanting to enjoy them and not just be instead of in my head all the time of, analyzing or what's next, or, I've got to keep this going or that going, but just really appreciating who they are for me and for each other, and filling them with love. I want to go back and give them big hugs.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I think this is so important that if we can move with the awareness that there's more to be revealed when it comes to family dynamics.
Yeah.
There's so much more to be revealed. And many of us do just put it to the side like, this isn't fair. This happened to me. So you shift relationships when you have the ability to look at that. And now you just want to be with them in gratitude and acceptance.
Yes. Exactly. And appreciation.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear, because I know you're going to be, I'll still see you this week, but in another week, you'll come back and tell me, guess what my relationships with my family are.
Right.
What else tell us more about Rythmia and what you think of the whole program and the flow of it.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I think it's so funny because things happen for a reason. And I heard about Rythmia in a podcast when I was probably it was like 2015 or 16 or 14. And I had young kids at home. My life was so full and I was so overwhelmed. And I thought, this is on my bucket list. I want to do this. But then I thought I couldn't afford it. I wouldn't be able to do the prep work for getting here. How could I ever escape my life for a week? And then it was when my daughter and I were looking to go on a college trip after her graduation. And I typed in yoga retreats or scuba, because we wanted to go on more of a kind of a deeper trip. And Rythmia came up. And I thought, oh my God, that's that place. Wow. So I sent her a bunch of links. And she actually looked through all the options and she said, Mom, that Rythmia place seems really cool.
Wow.
I don't know about that plant medicine though.
But you still came.
Oh yeah. We did a lot of research and talked my husband into it and everything. And so we came, and back to your initial question of just what I think of the program and how it's run. It's so much more than going into ceremony. And it is the classes that we get, meeting with you and the Michael Beckworth's whole curriculum and the preparation before plant medicine, the download after, and the availability of all the staff here 24 hours a day. I don't think it could be better, because it's like you've heard, it's 5 years, 10 years of therapy in a week. It really is. But
you feel supported in 1 week of intensified therapy. What I'm hearing you say is there's so much support.
Exactly. So much support, and an opportunity to ask questions and go deeper. And then also the people, everyone who's here wants to do that. So the relationships that we all form together, by the end of the week, we're all crying saying goodbye because we've, you know, been able to really share and felt safe and trusted with each other. And so, I really, I don't know how it could be done better, honestly.
Oh, thank you. We
Really.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because it's so much our intention
Mm-hmm.
is being what you just said. So it feels so good to know, oh, good, because that's our aim, to make sure that you feel and know that 24/7 that you've got support.
Right.
Because it is, when you put 10 years of therapy into 1 week, the ride is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, of course, again, I applaud you for coming for 2, that you know, and I'm going to do it again because I want to go deeper. I often say, I said it to you in this week in class, that transformation doesn't have to be pretty. You know, we go deep and it gets messy and things look like they're just crashing. And yet all of a sudden, if we stay the course, the transformation comes because we see something new, which is what I'm hearing you say, that to go through that victim and come out the other side of, oh, I understand more now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's however it goes, pretty hard, messy. We're doing it.
Yes.
Right.
And the medicine brings up the ugly. It brings up what we're here to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be hard to sit with for a whole day before you go into another ceremony or get
Yes.
a shift.
Yeah.
And having the support of people to help get you through that day before
Yes.
things change, or even if it's more than one day, that people are always here to help and to question, why is that coming up? Because there's a reason it's all coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just had a picture in my mind. I want to ask you, what was it like? Did you even see your husband? Did you just cross in the night? Like, he comes home from Rythmia and you leave. Was it the same day, the next day?
It was the same day, and it was so beautiful because I came and he waited for me. I was here the night before, so I could come early enough.
Oh, beautiful.
So he came. He was packed up, and I came, and we went out in the hammock and had a good hour just of him downloading and sharing, and then we had lunch together.
And then he left.
And then he left, and I stayed.
Wow. I didn't realize that happened here. I was thinking in the airport or something. Did they? That is just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That just touches my heart that your whole family, your daughter, I know you have other children as well, but right now your daughter and your husband and you going through this process, what do you think in your intimate family? Earlier I asked you like extended family. What do you think is going to shift in the intimacy of your family at home with 3 of you who've gone through this?
I think it's really powerful, especially having both mom and dad having gone through it, and then having my daughter, with the conversations we can have. My daughter and I could always have those conversations, and having this experience together even brought us closer. And so now to have my husband speak the language a little more and understand me, it was hard for me to articulate what I go through here.
Yeah.
It can sound a little crazy to someone who hasn't been in, and he's very logical, and I'm a little bit more emotional. And so this has kind of put us both in a closer space to understand each other, for him to understand me, and in him to open up that side of him that I know he's always had.
And he came on his own.
With a friend, but yes.
But not with you.
Right.
Clearly that was intentional for the 2 of you to know we're going to be here at separate times. And can you share a little of that first? What was that decision about?
Well, the first time I came to Rythmia, I heard, oh, don't come with your spouse. And that was probably just someone saying that. But if you have anything you're working on with each other, or it's best to have separate space. And so I kind of went home with that. And then as time went on, I thought, well, I'd like to go with him because it could be a good opportunity. And then he was pretty solid saying, you know what, I need to do this on my own and have my own experience, because he might feel like I'm sitting there going, does he like it? Are you doing okay? Are you?
Good. Yes. Smart thinking.
And he needed to be like evaluated all on his own, be his own space, work on his own stuff. And I know that we would have a hard time, maybe even in the Maloka, listening to each other, or the next day, if he had a rough night or I did, not feeling for too much for each other. Sure. So it really allowed him to 100% focus on him. And for me now, 100% to focus on me. And one day maybe we'll come back together with the attention to focus with each other, but still always having the separate stuff, because that's really what this is about. So that's why we decided this time.
Good choice.
Yeah.
So beautiful. We're so happy you're here.
Aw.
I'm so happy I get a whole nother week with you.
I'm so happy I get a whole nother week
It's
with
like,
you.
what a bonus. It's like, oh, you're staying another week. I could not stop myself fast enough yesterday. To, oh my goodness, I get a whole nother week. Can I please sit here? We have to talk about this because it's so, sometimes people book 2 weeks out. And there's even been people who have booked longer who know they want to have deeper healing.
Mhm.
And it really takes your journey even deeper and more expansive. So it's wonderful to trust yourself that the other times it was like, I don't want to go home. I'm going to stay next time. So thank you for listening to yourself.
Well, and I have to say midweek, I thought, how can I do this? Like, what am I thinking?
And you still are.
Yes, I absolutely still am because it's worth it.
Yes,
It's
it
worth
is.
it. It's
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, one more question.
Okay.
If you were to tell anyone who's on the fence, not sure about rythmia, like they're thinking, is it for me?
Mhm.
What would you say to them? What would you say to
Oh
them?
my goodness. It is for you. If you're having any sort of, I feel like it calls you when it's time. And just like how it came up on the podcast for me, it came up in the Facebook, in the Google search. I feel like if you're questioning it at all or interested at all, and it's meant to be that it is, don't even hesitate. And you'll never be the same again in a really good way. It changes you.
Don't even hesitate. You'll never be the same again in a really good way. It changes you. I agree with her. Christy knows what she's talking about. I'm with you. It's changed me. And we welcome you whenever you do have the pull to come to Rythmia. I know I will be here. Christy might be here too, which would be really great. But please know that we're right here, ready to support you in any way that you're growing in whatever depth of healing that is. Rythmia is a safe, beautiful, magnificent healing cocoon to grow and unfold in. So thank you for saying yes and joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me.
It was my joy. All of you have a beautiful day. We're signing off and we will see you next week. All right. Ciao. And then I get to go like